MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the Sunshine State and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Boston Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Boston, center fielder Charlie Blackmon.
And the first pitch is taken for ball one as we're underway tonight in South Florida. The 1-0 delivery. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike three called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And that misses ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Belanger going back on it. Gone! Settling in now, Mookie Betts. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And that misses for ball one.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Upton's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder Justin Upton.
And a ball 1-0. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Jason Kipnis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He pulls this one into right. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. LeMahieu takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Into the box now, Cody Belanger.
Left fielder, Cody Belanger.
Sale sets. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So stepping in, Trevor Story, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Right over the middle, knee high. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Here's Jason Hayward now. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Line drive to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And Upton will send this one in off the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Hit out towards second. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. Oh, and look at the throw from Stanton. He is out at the plate. Now to the plate, Blake Swihart. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. The 0-1 on its way. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. Digging in, Chris Sale. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch on its way. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and they can't run it down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play. Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a stoppage in play as a balk has been called here. So forget about the force at any base. That'll move runners to second and third now with 2 away. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that one stayed up a little high. Set to deal on 2-2. Pitch is popped up. Story is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding into the box, Justin Bour. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Justin Bour.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. Now in the box, JT Realmuto, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. At the plate, Adani Echeverria. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Adani Echeverria.
From the stretch. And a fastball just a bit high. Here comes the 1-0. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Betts coming on. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Upton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball. That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in the right place to throw strikes.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. He singled his last time up. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Striding in once again, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Belanger will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. Ready for another chance. DJ LeMahieu, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. Betts is going to turn for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Grounded to first. Bohr is right there. The tag, and he is out. Stepping up to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw by Sandoval is in time, one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Striding in, Trevor Story looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take. Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Blackmon is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
On the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Ready with the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now hold everything here, as it looks like a balk has been called. And that one might have been a little ticky-tack, if you ask me. Too high. Ball 3. There's the Panda on deck. He'll bat next. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Echeverria ranging into the outfield, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, a base hit in his first trip. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. One 0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
Catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. The 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Realmuto recovers, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. So striding forward now, Chris Sale comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. The 0-1 on its way. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Justin Bohr. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
First baseman.
Infield
Number
shifted
41.
well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Now another 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now batting, JT Realmuto. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for two. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Here's Echeverria now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 0-1 count and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he can't track it down as this ball falls, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. The pitcher, Tom Kohler, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. From the belt, the pitch, and the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And they put the tag on him for the out, but meanwhile both runners are able to move up a base. Here's Justin Upton now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Sale sets. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Charlie Blackmon.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swings through the slider there.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And now a pitch on the way. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success. I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Liner towards second. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw. The tag, and he is out at second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Stanton on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Jason.
Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second, and Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth. Giancarlo Stanton now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here it comes, 1-0. Left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Cody Bellinger, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. But this is hauled in by the second baseman, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in once again, Trevor Story. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Too high, 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Line drive to left. Hayward is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So digging in now, Justin Bour, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Sales sets. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's just a challenge fastball right there. Here it is. Hit it. Fastball up in the zone.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Belt. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Belt.
In there, 0-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now, Xander Bogaerts. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ball line fouled as that'll get over the Marlins dugout. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line, but speared on a hop. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, JT Realmuto. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
Realmuto.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Adeiny Echeverria. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now another 1-2. In the air, out to right. On the move is Betts. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Tom Kohler. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Sail into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Striding in once again, Pablo Sandoval. He'll be tasked with starting things as we and now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Belanger. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And the pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Digging in once again, Chris Sale. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Ready now, Charlie Blackmon. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Stanton giving chase. And that retires the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, It's time for the traditional seventh inning stretch.
Ready for another chance? Justin Upton. He'll
Leading
try and
off for
get
the
something
Marlins.
started in the home half of the
Center
seventh.
fielder, Justin Upton.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. The pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to take it is Belt for the first out. At the plate, Jason Kipnis. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Swihart finds it, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. This one's down to 3rd. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. Here's Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Skied into very shallow right. Stanton has a read on it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now at the plate, Brandon Belt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Here's the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Belanger is after it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stanton coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he is in there at 3rd as the possible go-ahead score. Here's Jason Hayward now in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Hanley Ramirez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hanley Ramirez.
And that misses inside 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set. Now the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Ryu now on 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Belanger. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Cody Belanger. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eight.
Cody Belanger.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is pulled into right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number one. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And there's ball one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
First baseman.
Stepping in, Justin Bohr.
And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Into the windup and the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Stanton coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Now at the plate, Chris Sale. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Sandy Leon will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Sandy Leon.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider. Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Kipnis Back to first, a double play, and we stay tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. Wade Davis comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Wade Davis, a defensive change for the Red Sox. Now playing left field, number 13, Henley Ramirez.
So striding in, JT Realmuto, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth inning for the Marlins. Catcher.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Belt is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Here's Echeverria now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Danny Echeverria.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Betts on the run, but this will land out there just foul. Ready with the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes this the other way to right. Betts is right there as he takes it for the second out. Standing in now, the pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Center fielder Charlie Blackmon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Upton racing back to the track. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in, Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Stanton has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Justin Upton now. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Center fielder Justin.
First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Here it comes on 0-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Second baseman number 22.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Blackmon. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder number
Giancarlo Stanton now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Settling in now, Brandon Belt. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Baseman number 10, Brandon Belt.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out. Here's Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Stanton has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter number 4.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stanton coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And he is in there. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. He's set, and the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Hit out towards second. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give him a very important insurance run. It's 4-2.
Wade Davis.
So coming to the plate, Wade Davis. And he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with 1 away. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Upton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Story onto the grass. And the inning is over. Ready once again, Cody Bellinger. He'll be the one to lead off against Wade Davis, who will look to try to save this one here. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
In there, a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Ready for another shot now, Justin Bour. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. Flips it underhand. On the belt, and they turn to a double play. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Way outside. 1-2. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 4 runs, 15 hits, no errors.